Have you ever wondered why you're always the one left behind? Why others with less discipline, less talent, and less depth seem to rise, while you remain unseen? You do everything right. You work harder than most. You read, you reflect, you wait your turn. But nothing changes. You're still underestimated, still overlooked, still treated like you're not a threat. And a part of you is starting to accept it. You're starting to believe that maybe this is just who you are. But it's not. The truth is far more brutal and far more liberating. The reason you remain beneath others in your circle has nothing to do with your intelligence, talent, or potential. It's because you have not yet forged the inner armor required to rule over yourself, and in turn, over others. This video is not like the others. It is not filled with cheap dopamine tricks, motivational fluff, or buzzwords designed to make you feel good for 5 minutes. This is ancient wisdom, proven in fire, written in blood, lived by warriors, emperors, and exiles. This is Stoicism, reborn for you. And if you stay with this video until the end, not skipping a second, you will leave with 8 eternal principles. Each one is forged to help you rise above your circle and dominate, not with cruelty or chaos, but with clarity, calm, and control. Every section builds upon the one before. Skip one, and the foundation cracks. Ignore one truth, and the chain breaks. But learn them all, and you become unshakable. Before we continue, type this in the comments. I do not chase power, I become power. This is your seal, your vow, your first act of silent strength. Here are 8 raw and timeless Stoic principles to help you dominate and rise above mediocrity, whether in your circle, your field, or wherever life places you. Number 1. Master your silent domain. True domination starts where no one can see you. Not in your bank account, not in your job title, not in your relationships. It starts in the hidden battlefield of your mind. You must rule your thoughts before you ever dream of rising above others. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is not poetic advice. It is a law. The reason most people in your circle seem ahead is not because they are more skilled, but because they are more in control. They don't get shaken by criticism. They don't collapse in doubt. They've mastered the storms inside them, so they walk calmly through chaos. You must do the same. In practical terms, start observing your thoughts. When jealousy arises, name it. When anger swells, pause. When fear grips you, look it in the eye and ask what it wants from you. You will never be feared, respected, or followed until you learn to rule the one person no one else can reach, yourself. Say this now in the comments. I am the undisputed ruler of my inner world. Let the others chase status. You are building sovereignty. Number 2. Turn pain into your personal blacksmith. You want strength, but you avoid the very thing that forges it, suffering. Seneca warned, difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Every time life burns you, it is offering you a chance to dominate from a deeper place. Rejection? Use it to refine your character. Failure? Let it carve you into something rarer. Loss? Let it teach you detachment and resilience. This is not abstract, it's action. Train your mind to ask this after every pain. What is this trying to teach me? While others collapse in complaint, you will rise in reflection. While they drown in excuses, you will forge clarity. Because pain is not the enemy, it is your personal blacksmith. You dominate not by avoiding storms, but by walking out of them unburned and unbroken. Say it now, I turn my wounds into weapons. Let them fear you not because you've never been broken, but because you've been broken and came back harder. Number 3. Stop the need to be seen. You want them to know how hard you've worked. You want them to clap when you win. But the moment you need that applause, you've already lost. Epictetus said, if you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. The world chases praise like addicts chase their next hit, but not you. You must become indifferent to recognition. You must learn the secret Stoic art of becoming great in silence. Make your power invisible. Let them underestimate you. Let them ignore you. Let them gossip. Because one day they will look up and see you far above them, out of reach. And by then, it will be too late. In real life, stop announcing your goals. Stop broadcasting your struggles. Let your results speak, and let them whisper only to those who pay attention. Say this now, I rise without permission. I shine without applause. You don't need to be seen. You need to become undeniable. Number 4. Love the long war. Your circle is addicted to speed. They want success tomorrow. They want fame by next week. They want muscles by next month. They sprint toward everything and collapse when it takes longer than expected. But you must fall in love with the long war. Marcus Aurelius wrote, Don't waste what's left of your life speculating about others. It keeps you from doing anything useful. Success is not won in short bursts. It is ground out over years through ruthless consistency. You want to dominate your circle? Then while they chase dopamine, you chase discipline. Wake up before them. Work longer than them. Delay gratification. Repeat when it's boring. Repeat when you're tired. Repeat when no one's watching. Your success should move like the growth of a mountain, too slow to notice until one day it blocks out the sun. Type this in the comments now. I am building what time cannot erase. That is how you win the long war. Number 5. Kill distractions without mercy. You are not overwhelmed. You are distracted. The average person in your circle spends hours scrolling, gossiping, gaming, reacting. You're different. You dominate by cutting, by simplifying, by focusing like a predator locked on prey. Seneca said, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." In practice, turn off notifications. Block out time for solitude. Eliminate the people who bring drama, not discipline. Guard your energy like it's gold, because it is. Let your life become so focused, so undivided, that others can feel your intensity when you walk into a room. Say this: I protect my focus like a sacred fire. You rise by doing less, but doing it with unmatched power. If you've made it this far, you are already ahead of most. Now is the time to subscribe, not out of courtesy, but out of self-respect. Because the second half of this journey will transform how you think, act, and command your world. And the next principle? It's the most dangerous of all. Number 6. Be calm when others break. There is a kind of man who dominates a room without raising his voice. He doesn't need to shout. He doesn't even need to move. His calm is unsettling. His stillness radiates power. Because while others are ruled by storms, he has become the storm's master. This is your next step. Become the calmest presence in every situation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment." In other words, your mind is always the final battlefield. The weak man overreacts. He panics. He lashes out. But the stoic man pauses. He breathes. He sees 10 moves ahead. When someone insults you, do nothing. When your project fails, remain unmoved. When your emotions rise, observe them like clouds, not commands. In that calm, you will find what your circle cannot manufacture: real authority. Imagine a general in war. The bombs are falling. The men are screaming. But he stands still, calculating, directing, deciding. That's who you must become. Say this: I do not react. I respond like a commander. Type it in the comments. Let the world know you've stepped out of the panic and into power. Number 7. Speak only when your words strike. The most powerful men in history were not those who spoke the most, but those who only spoke when their words had weight. Your voice is a sword. Use it carefully or not at all. Epictetus said, "Nature gave man one tongue but 2 ears, so that we may listen twice as much as we speak." The noisy person reveals insecurity. The silent one reveals control. In your circle, most people talk to fill space. They talk to impress. They talk without thinking. You must do the opposite. When you speak, let your words slice through the noise. In real terms, pause before you speak. Cut filler words. Say less in meetings. Ask questions that disarm. Speak directly, not dramatically. And when you must speak hard truths, speak them with steel, not emotion. Say this: my words are weapons, I sharpen them in silence. Type it below. Let others guess why you've gone quiet. Let them wonder what you're building while they gossip, because by the time you speak, it'll be too late to stop you. Number 8. Meditate on death to eliminate fear. Here lies the final principle, the darkest, the most liberating. You must meditate on death. Seneca wrote, "Let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life. Postpone nothing. Balance life's books each day. Every day, death walks beside you. You ignore it. You distract yourself from it. But the Stoic embraces it, not with fear, but with focus. Because the man who lives as if death could take him tonight, acts with urgency, speaks with truth, builds with fire, and bows to no one. The fear of judgment disappears. The fear of failure fades. Because when you truly realize how little time you have, you begin to rise like a man possessed by purpose. Look around your circle. How many people live as if they'll live forever? You can see it in their laziness, their excuses, their gossip, their wasted days. Not you. You live like a warrior racing against the clock. You dominate because you no longer fear the one thing that terrifies them all. Say it now: I live as if time owes me nothing. And mean it, because death does not wait, and you shouldn't either. You have now been handed 8 ancient tools, not for motivation, but for transformation. This is not a video. This is a blueprint for quiet domination. Let's repeat your new code. 1. Master your inner world. 2. Turn pain into power. 3. Starve the need for validation. 4. Obsess over the long game. 5. Guard your focus like fire. 6. Remain calm in chaos. 7. Speak only when it matters. 8. Live as if death breathes down your neck. Each one is a link in an unbreakable chain. Together, they form a path of steel, forged by time, silence, and fire. Do not just admire this path, walk it. Now I ask you, which of these principles was hardest to hear, and why? Type your answer below. Not to be seen, but to be honest. And if you haven't already, subscribe, not for entertainment, but for endurance. Because the next video contains a deeper Stoic truth, one that explains why some men stay lost for decades while others ascend in silence. It will give you a compass that no one can take from you. Watch it now. Your empire has no time to waste. Let the others sleep. You were born for war.